Alligator Alcatraz.
Fuck, man, fuck.
So this week, Donald Trump visited Florida's newly constructed migrant detention facility dubbed Alligator Alcatraz, which is located on an airstrip in the Everglades. I'm not sure if you knew that. An airstrip. And then in the Trump voice, it's known... I'm terrible at it. Jared, do you have the doc up? You're better at Trump than I am, right?
What? I don't know if I
shared the double salutes doc. If you go down to the Alligator Alcatraz segment there, it's known as Alligator Alcatraz. No, see, I'm not good at it.
It's known as Alligator Alcatraz.
That's not bad, and you can read it right there. Read the rest.
Pretty good.
Which is very appropriate because I looked outside.
Okay, but you gotta turn it down when you do
That's
Trump.
not a place that I want to go hiking. I don't even go hiking. My feet hurt.
Okay, the spurs. He's got the bone spurs.
Okay, I don't want to read anymore.
But very soon the facility will house some of the most menacing migrants, some of the most vicious people on the planet. So the strangest thing about him is he likes to think that everything is like a comic book or
Totally he does.
The most menacing migrants.
You know that someone made like a full Trump comic book with him, like where he's like, you know, like that. Remember that clip of him walking back from that helicopter with his tie all undone?
Sure, yeah.
You know, there's like a manga version of that where he's like, it's shot from below and his like jacket's blowing in the wind. You know, and there's all the action lines. I guarantee that people are like making horny comic books about it.
It's funny because I took that as like the most depressed I've ever seen Donald Trump.
Can I share a funny story real quick? Yeah, okay. Cool. I want to share a funny story. So I brought the team from the food truck.
Yeah.
I brought them a bunch of little chocolates. They're little like chocolate bears. And inside is a plastic egg with a surprise. And they're called Yowie. Yowie. Mm-hmm. So I go, hey guys, I brought you guys a bunch of Yowie.
Uh-oh. Okay.
And apparently Yowie is also like manga, young boy, gay love romance.
See, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, but they all knew that. So they're like, they didn't know it was treats. So they go, hold on, what the fuck did you bring us? And then they were disappointed.
What a cool boss.
I know. They're like, dude, you're bringing us that cool shit. Thanks, man.
Thanks for bringing all that.
But so I learned that Yowie has another definition beyond just fun chocolate candy.
That's good. That's cool.
And yeah.
Huh.
So very soon.
Maybe a connection there. Brown van connection.
Yeah, that's great.
So the site, though, Alligator Alcatraz, rapidly set up with tents and trailers. I don't know if you've seen pictures.
I've seen pictures of it. Yeah, it looks shockingly like other things I've seen in my past.
I think maybe like a concentration. Yeah, okay. It's intended to house up to 5,000 detainees as part of Trump's intensified immigration enforcement and mass deportation campaign. It is, again... It's in the fucking Everglades. It's isolated. It's got natural barriers and not just swamps. It's also got alligators and marshland that are touted as security features, which I think is fully insane behavior.
It's absolutely fucking insane.
It's like we are not medieval. We don't have pikes and moats. What the fuck are we talking about?
So the whole idea of Alligator Alcatraz is disgusting as fuck to me.
Oh, that's funny. Speaking of the food truck, I don't know if that's a local person. I love and then they list a very specific food type that might get you closer to being doxxed.
Yeah. Thanks. I'm glad you like that food. Yeah, you know, I hate the fact that Alligator Alcatraz already exists like that, like alone.
Oh, well, that's the craziest thing. I don't know if you're aware how many days you think it took to build Alligator.
8 days.
8 days.
8 days.
Well, 7 days, and on the 8th day they rest. Right?
Fuck off.
Is that how that works?
Fuck off. It's absolutely fucking disgusting. Yeah, it's awful. It's just so gross. Ugh. So gross. And the fact that they're selling merch, which we'll probably talk about the merch, I assume, later, but the fucking merchandise really
we'll get to it.
It messes with me bad, man. It messes with me so fucking bad.
So clearly the project has drawn significant criticism from environmentalists, indigenous groups, immigration advocates, and Mr. Dundee, who cited concerns over environmental impact, detainee welfare and harsh conditions, and the cultural significance of the land. But the interesting thing is we haven't heard anything yet from Captain Hook.
Yeah, what up? Didn't this guy get eaten?
What?
Shmee? Didn't Shmee get eaten?
Shmee got eaten, and so did his hand, remember?
And Hook,
Captain Hook.
Right.
Yeah, I also slipped in a Dundee joke there too.
I heard Dundee.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate that. So, despite legal challenges and protests, state and federal officials are moving forward, framing the facility as a key component in expanding detention into capacity and streamlining deportations, which I think is interesting because they're saying it actually only has 3,000 beds, and then there's another facility close by that has 2,000 beds, but they're wanting to detain 3,000 people a day.
I mean, just staying.
Or
there
if
for
you're
a period
Laura
of time.
Loomer,
65
you want
million.
to feed them 65 million Latino Americans.
Feed 65 million to the alligators.
Wait, what?
That's
Really?
what Laura Loomer said.
You
Laura
didn't
Loomer.
see what fucking Jigsaw said on the
No,
internet?
she rolled her trike into frame and
Yeah, she
the fluorescents fucking spark on.
yeah. Ugh. I need to grab a water. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go do that. I'm gonna
Go
watch.
grab it, dude. Hydrate or die,
I'm gonna
baby.
pull up this Laura Loomer talking about Alligator Alcatraz.
She tweeted it. I don't know if she talked about it,
Oh,
but she
okay.
said she said that basically that we have 65 million meals for the alligators, which is not the number of immigrants we have here. It's the number of like Latin Americans we have
gross.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, like Latino citizens or Latino people here in the United States.
Yeah.
So that's racist and gross.
Yeah, bad. I don't like
Yeah,
that at
yeah.
all. I'm gonna give it a no
no! What a fucking nightmare!
Great, that's the world right now. But
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it all.
Are you-
I hate it all.
what? So,
I hate it, dude. I'm gonna sing about it because I fucking hate it.
All right. Well, before you do that, I do have a little clip of Trump talking about how these folks locked up here, if they want to escape, how they could,
What it would look like.
how they could avoid being immediately eaten. Get
Okay, cool.
bit
Like
of
a little bit of a head
a
start.
1% chance of surviving. Oops, I gotta unmute it. Thanks.
We're going to teach them how to run away from an alligator, okay? If they escape prison. How to run away. Don't run in a straight line. Run like this.
Little zigzag. It's a little clip of James Bond I pulled of him running over
Bondy boy.
over
Oh,
the heads
so
of
dumb. I love
alligators.
it.
See, I can do it too.
Yeah.
Like I could run the Steven show. I
could,
I
you
could
could.
piece together funny clips of stuff.
Yeah, of course you
There
can.
was fucking James Bond running across the heads of alligators.
Yeah, that was
kinda cool.
fucking sick, dude.
Thanks, appreciate it.
We all find out that
That's such a
find
good
out
clip.
that
Oh man.
Byron stole that joke from Crowder's show today.
Well, yeah, of course I did. I actually didn't.
Did you?
No, I didn't listen to the Alligator Alcatraz episode. I just listened to commercials today. So
Okay.
I will eventually. But I also, on a more serious note, pulled some of the press conference that he had about this. I think it was on the 1st. Let me grab the link here. And we will listen to a little bit of that. It was about an hour long. I cut it down to 6 minutes. I cut the meat out, but this is kind of fun.
They've done a fantastic job. Even the microphone works well. That's good. Wow. Good job, Jay.
So okay, so then I did a little.
Cuts out.
No, I did a little cut there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it just cut out.
No, that was me just moving it forward. Yeah.
Good job, James. I hear you did really, really fantastic. Worked hard. You're like in the construction business for a few days, right? Huh?
Cool, James.
Congratulations for all the hard work and to make this facility possible. It's amazing. Thanks as well to Florida Agricultural Commissioner Wilton Simpson.
All right. So in a second, we're gonna zoom out to kind of this packed house of a press conference.
Where is
Have you seen
Wilton?
his hat, by the way?
The Gulf of America hat?
Do you know what it says underneath it?
No.
It says another Trump development. I believe.
Trump Coast.
Okay.
Basically, yeah.
The
It's
Gold
like
Coast,
it's like Trump
like we
property.
said.
Yeah.
Where are you, Will? Hi, Wilton. Been a long time.
I'm gonna turn that up one more time. And also, thanks Jesse for telling me about this little add-on here to the Chrome browser.
saw that.
Thank you.
That's a clever little
Congressman
extension.
Byron Donalds. Where's Byron? Hi, Byron.
You're cutting that, right?
How are you?
Wait, what do you mean? You think I would be cutting?
Where's Byron?
I'm right here.
Hi, Byron. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good.
Why wouldn't I cut that? Am I a fucking dipshit?
Where's Byron?
I'm right here.
Hi, Byron. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Good.
Nice. All right.
We just need to clean those up a little bit.
Yeah,
I'll clean them
I know.
up for you.
They're a little nasty. I agree. A little gritty, but thanks.
Good. Florida Speaker of the House, Daniel.
Look at how it's nice chairs. First of all, this is what 8 days preparation gets you.
Dude, those chairs are like wedding chairs.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yep.
Perez. Daniel. Daniel, thank you, Daniel.
You think Trump's
Boy,
sitting
you
on
didn't
one?
want to sit up here with us, Daniel. Executive Director of the Florida Division of Emergency Management, Kevin Guthrie. Hi, Kevin.
Hey,
Good job.
The gate on this mic
Acting
is really hard to
Director of
listen
ICE,
to.
Yeah.
Todd Lyons. Todd, great job.
Did you guys know that
And
ICE now
Senator
is
Joe.
more, ICE has more funding now than like any other like more than the FBI, more
Yeah.
than like any other like law enforcement
Yeah.
ever.
well, of course, yeah. It's a private army. Yeah. Which is.
Good. Gruters, he is a great guy. Where is Joe? We
Gooners.
love Joe. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sorry, this guy's nose, noses bleed, but his bleeds brown,
Yeah, it
which
does.
is just kind of fun.
Great job. And Senator Joe Gruters, he is a great guy. Where is Joe? We love Joe. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Mr. President. We love you. Welcome home.
That was great.
All right, so just a little break. How y'all feeling so far about the press conference?
About the press conference?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a dumb like ass kiss fest, but
I mean,
whatever.
really cool stuff. Who's the bald freak boy that Elon's wife or
Stephen Miller?
Yeah, he's there too. Ron DeSantis is there
Nice,
as
okay,
well,
cool.
and Kristi Noem, of course. Yeah.
Great.
So we might hear a little bit about them or from them, but I thought we should continue. I like your shirt, Jared. By the way,
That is sick.
Oh, thank you.
I like Wawa. I could use a hoagie right now, but
Go Wawa.
yeah, good stuff.
Ron, I'd like to thank you personally. You're my
I just
friend. and you're
I
always-
just want to say this. I just want to say this. I want to put this on the record.
Yeah,
All right.
better than Sheets.
This is kind of Sheets. Oh, yeah, or Publix or any of these
Oh,
places.
sure. Yeah, I
right?
agree. Yeah.
But let me tell you this. You know what rodent is supporting Alligator Alcatraz?
Who?
It's Bucky, bitch.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, fuck that rat. Get him out of here. Wawa forever.
Wait, is that true? Bucky the Beaver is actually.
Bucky, yeah, he's a fucking Republican
Oh, Jesus.
chowderhead.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I vote for Trump. I put all the money into the Alligator
piece of shit.
Alcatraz.
That's awful.
That's right.
Well, that's sad. I've never been to a Bucky's, but I have been excited to go visit. But now I'm not.
Not anymore.
Yeah, we're going to Wawa. We're going to Philly. We're going to Wawa.
I actually am going to Philly in like a week.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I'll go get a hoagie in your honor.
Get a hug. Double
Ron,
meat.
I'd like to thank you personally.
Double
You're my
salutes.
friend, and you'll always be my friend. And we may have some skirmishes even in the future. I doubt it, but I will always come back because we just seem to. We have blood that seems to match pretty well. We have a relationship that's been a very strong one for a long period of time, and I.
Yeah. So
Usually when my wife and I are fighting, I always say, babe, let's stop fighting. We have blood that matches very
I
well.
think it works very well. Is that what he said? He said matches? It's insane.
Pretty well. We have blood that seems to match pretty
Match
well.
pretty well.
We have
We have blood that matches well.
Blood that seems to match pretty well.
And that's good.
That's good. That's romance. Romance starts with blood that seems to match
And
pretty
we
well.
may fight in the future, but we
Yeah.
won't. Of course.
Of course not.
Because you're my friend.
Our blood looks too good together.
Yep.
What?
have a relationship
Simply too good.
that's been a very strong one for a long period of time, and I appreciate it. Very much appreciate it.
All right, another little pause. I thought the blood was funny. I thought also, like, Trump doesn't like DeSantis, right? Like, a little cough there.
No, he doesn't like DeSantis
Yeah,
at all.
he
The sanctimonious.
got caught wearing those lips.
He's got those lips.
got wearing those lips. Yeah.
Eats pudding with his fingers. Come on now. Sloppy,
Doesn't-
Oh yeah.
sloppy Ron. I didn't even call him that. They should have, though, right?
Sloppy Ron's a great,
Yeah.
it's a very good Trump
like,
name.
Yeah.
Like real garbage pail kids vibes. But when you see him eat the pudding, it's definitely like, oh, that's that stinky kid that no one really wants to sit next to him at lunch or whatever.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, all right, let's continue.
Like
And also,
greasy hair, and he's got
Secretary Noem.
pudding mouth.
He does have pudding mouth. He does. He just has kind of childish, kind of repressed child behaviors.
Yeah.
We have a relationship that's been a very strong one for a long period of time, and I appreciate it. Very much appreciate it.
All right.
And also, Secretary Noem, I'd like to say, have you say a few words. You have been unbelievable, the job you've done. You and our favorite person, Tom Homan.
Tom Homan.
Have done, and your whole staff, because it's a lot of people, and Tom acknowledges it all the time.
Tom Homan looks
respects you so
sick
much.
these days.
Yeah, I think.
Like he looks unwell.
I read an article that I think didn't he say that his he's unable to be with his wife because of the threats of violence against him.
Ron?
No,
Or Tom?
Shut up.
Tom Holman. Yeah.
Tom,
So apparently,
you wimp.
yeah, his wife.
Put your wife in danger.
Would you be shocked if I told you that the party of love and tolerance isn't loving or tolerant? Tom Holman's finding out the hard way. Check it out.
And you sort of haunted, you said, is that partly because you think that your own children you couldn't give that same childhood to?
Shamefully, yeah. I mean, I'm busy. I spend a lot of time with my boys.
Harvey
growing up,
Weinstein.
I was gonna say
Dude,
he
lock
looks
him
fully
up.
like Harvey Weinstein.
That's him. And maybe that's why I'm like, he doesn't look good.
No,
He was like, he's got a gangrene his dick.
he kind of does. He's got that deep shame. And honestly, man, no one. Well, you
Give
probably,
me a Gerald. Ugh.
How about a Gerald? Another. What was the other one? Nice.
As I got more and more climbed the ladder of what I've done with ice director and now back, I don't see my family very much. My wife's living separately from me right now, and mainly because I work so many hours.
You
but
sure?
also
Oh, worth
because
it.
of the death threats against me. I don't. She's someplace else.
All right. No,
His wife left.
his
him.
wife is,
not what I'm talking about.
leaving him. Yeah.
Yeah. Mainly because I work long hours, but also because of the death threats.
You sure about that?
You know,
No, that doesn't work either.
if I got death threats, I don't think that my wife would be like, "Well, I gotta go."
Well,
Stoke.
if that was the reality, I wouldn't be actively like talking about it. I think that would be a personal thing that I would keep like.
Totally.
Because you want to, if you actually truly care about the safety of your wife, you
Yeah.
wouldn't be discussing.
You'd be like, "Yeah, she lives at my home with me."
Yeah, because well,
So if
He
you know
doesn't
where
care
that
about the
is-
safety of anyone.
that's true. Not his
No.
boys or his wife.
I mean,
No.
Oh God.
This is like a crummy human being.
Oh, I forgot.
Just sucks.
Shrug Nation.
We should give these guys a shout out.
The Shrug
the Shrug Nation.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Shrug Nation.
All right. I'm not going to give anyone
And
in
Dennis,
particular
too.
a shout out, but I do want to say thanks everyone for supporting us over at
Why don't we
Shrug
give
Club.
someone a particular shout out?
Well, because then I have to look it up
Just
and
pick
log
one.
in. Yeah, pick what?
I don't know. We had someone. Alex.
Alex, thanks for
Thanks for being a Shrug Clubber.
and James.
And James. Alex and
Great.
James. I'm sure we got a couple
Thanks,
of those.
man. I appreciate it. I was just saying thanks, everyone.
Alex, so much thank you.
And,
James, the same amount of thank you to you.
You piece of shit.
Great. We're just pretending. What are we doing?
No, I honestly appreciate
What a
everyone who's
piece of
watching
shit.
this, everyone who
Yeah.
has donated money, who has given money, supported us.
Oh, Adrian, shout out. Apparently you're sleeping.
Adrian, hey, thank you so much.
Adrian, oh my gosh, you should be awake. It's a school night. Or not a school night.
It's not, dude.
It's a
Not
3-day weekend.
It is Patriot Eve, bro.
Adrian, saluting in her sleep. And for that,
right.
Oh my god.
What a piece of shit.
great.
Could you imagine walking in on your partner and they're just laying in bed like this?
Saluting in their sleep.
That's like extra
Listening
spooky.
to us.
I see the salute statue.
Their face
I don't know.
their face
See,
Yeah.
glowed up
saluting in your
from the
sleep.
screen.
Yeah. I don't know. I was trying, but it's late. All right.
I'm here for it.
All right, back to the press conference. Is that okay, Jared? I feel like I cut
Let's
you
go.
off.
I just said something about they're watching us in bed. Just a dark room,
Oh,
but their face
God.
illuminated by us doing this.
We're on a fucking 44 to
Yeah.
55 inch TV.
You know that meme where the guy frustratingly closes the fireworks window and then turns on his really bright screen and looks into his monitor screen. Mm-hmm. That's what people are doing right now. They're like fucking annoying fireworks, and they put on headphones and we go in their ears.
Thank you for listening and tuning in. I appreciate you. And
as soon as I'm ready, I'll come on you first. So I'm
sorry.
Yikes.
All right. So Christy, she's got a big hat. It's more than half the size of her head. This is comical. Why? There's no way that they're like, hey, this is fashion. I love this, right?
No, it seems like and she's posed. I mean, she's like looks like a mannequin right now, just like the lifelessness of the hair.
Yeah.
Respects the staff that you both built, and you're really doing one of the great jobs. And it was great that you could work with Ron and Florida so well. Built such a great facility. So please say a few words. Thank you very much.
I don't know if this will work.
All right. So her mic is not working as well.
She got it.
Well, kind of.
This facility here is a fantastic representation of what can happen when all of government works together and when it's accountable to the taxpayers and to the citizens that live here. The president signed an executive order that allowed us to build partnerships with states and with local law enforcement officers, which is exactly how things should function in this country. More power, more authority given to people locally so that they can take control of their own destiny. And so we have already been working under the 287G program to deputize law enforcement officers, whether they be state highway patrol, local sheriff's departments in all of our states, and allow them to go out with our ICE officers, our border patrol officers, and make sure that we're getting the worst of the worst off of the streets. We also recognize that as we've been doing that and returning people back to their home countries, that we need detention facilities. We need beds to put them in place so that they can have their due process before they return home. And this facility is exactly...
Okay. Well, we can pause there.
I'd love a good due process that involves being in jail the whole time before.
Learned a new one. Yeah, I thought that they weren't doing that. Well, now they can point to it and be like, "We are doing it." She just said we are.
I said I am.
She said due process.
And still just not do it. But then you'll have 100 chuds, every day, just tirelessly on the internet. Well, she just said that they are. So
she puts the due in due process.
Yeah, we're letting deputies, highway patrol.
Well, we put the riot and patriot, idiot.
If you're an animal control person, you can have a gun now.
Heck yeah, of course. Give the dog a gun.
Okay, why not? Who else can have a gun? Rangers of any kind.
I think that if Christy Noem's dog had a gun.
Great point. Kill itself.
Fuck.
Well, I don't know why it said that. That doesn't make any sense, and it wasn't nice. It's a terrible visual.
Well, oh my god.
All right.
What I want every single governor in this country to consider doing with us.
Dogs don't tend to last long around her, though.
Okay, so that was the break there.
That was terrible. You want to do one, Jared?
All right. Great. So, yeah, I mean, what do you mean? Due process sounds good, and deputizing pretty much anyone to help be an ICE is kind of cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, anyone can be a
they
judge.
Just pass out the uniform, the brown shirt, and everyone can just kind of like join and have fun. Yeah. Jared's doing his lung treatment.
Nebulizer.
Yeah. That's very cool. Nice to see. I hope you're feeling better. All right. We got more press conference.
But I want everybody to recognize that detention facilities that ICE adheres to is a higher standard than is required at state levels, at local Department of Corrections facilities, sheriff's offices. This is a state-of-the-art facility, air-conditioned, isolated, though, for security purposes, which is very helpful. And I appreciate so many people being willing to work together to make a project like this happen. Right here on this location, we'll have about 3,000 beds. Other location will have another 2,000 beds that will allow us to bring individuals across the country that we are bringing in and incarcerating for violating our laws and immediately get them out of the country as soon as we possibly can. It's exactly what we need to be perpetuating in other states. And what I would say is...
So is it a government facility or is it a state facility? Because
I'm not sure, but I also like that she basically says that they're going to come here and we're going to get them out of the country as quick as possible.
Dude.
When she just said she was going to offer due process.
Hold tight.
I want all of you to notice these flyers that we've got. Is that everybody who sees these flyers or anybody who sees these news clips should know you can still go home on your own. You can self-deport.
So Yeah, she did say. I don't know. I actually might have missed what she said. You may have heard
We got
it.
a celeb in the chat. I'm sorry.
Oh wait. Oh fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, DJ Danarchy. Hey buddy.
Danarchy. Wow, we gotta play a song in a minute.
We gotta play a song in a minute.
Yeah,
I gotta.
Let's do a.
Do you want to actually? Can we just like play a bunch of clips in a row and have DJ Danarchy record them? Like, can you just record? Hey, hit record on Logic, and we're just gonna play some clips, make a song.
Well, make a song.
I'm just kidding.
We'll give Danarchy this one. Of Nick DiPaolo doing a fucking hell of a laugh.
Melting down. Anyways, back to her talking about self-deporting.
You piece of shit. Piece of shit.
The ultimate piece of shit, DJ Danarchy in the
The ultimate
chat.
piece of shit in the chat. Hell yeah.
Appreciate you very much. And about that. So, saying that we will get them out of the way. Did she say...
We're going to get them all out of the country immediately after we do due process.
Yeah.
That we obviously have already determined what's going to happen after that due process.
Yeah, how that's not due process.
That's not due process.
Isn't the definition of due process...
Hey, listen, we're gonna let you share your case right before we murder you. That's fine.
Well, yeah, but...
No matter what you say is not going to change our mind. You're going to go.
This is like that film,
Listen,
Nothing But Trouble.
We're doing torture before we get you out of here, dummy. Squat for 9 hours.
Ooh, DJ Danarchy's running audio hijack right now.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Oh man, I tell you what.
Oh, great.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Wonderful. And maybe
big butt. You get the butt.
Classic. Also,
Says I'm ready. I'll come on you first. So
yes.
I'm
okay.
So many clips.
But it doesn't make sense. That's an insane way to look at due process.
Well, it's just because she's using due process as a buzzword and she's not actually meaning anything behind it, which I don't expect. I don't expect anything less. But.
Of course, yeah. But I've got a little
Get
bit
her
more
to
for you.
define
Great.
it.
The suspense is killing me.
What is the next campaign promise that you...
This is great. So this is the end. I just was like, I'm fucking sick of hearing all these ghouls talk about this weird torture prison that they have.
I just want to share that I love this entire visual here of Trump sitting there, and it says breaking, Senate passes big beautiful bill. And the fucking haziest of all Washington, D.C. It's like, look at our shitty Capitol, clouded in nebulizers stuff.
Nebulizers haze.
Everyone's nebulizing.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can't blame.
Nebulizing in the federal gov.
Yeah, dude.
It's not looking good.
I know, it's whatever.
It's legal to gift each other all of this. So
it looks hazy sometimes, but it's just funny to see Trumping like it's like when like the blaring like the Ukraine war stuff was happening with the Applebee's commercial on the screen. That's basically what this is.
Just
like.
a little bit of chicken.
A little bit of chicken fried. Yeah.
All right.
You plan to fulfill to the American people?
So this is the question.
Promise that you plan to fulfill.
What is the next campaign? She's really nervous, by the way. What is the next campaign promise?
What is the next campaign promise that you plan to fulfill to the American people?
So we have turned this country around in less than 6 months. It was getting
so and he didn't say anything. He doesn't have an answer, but he did talk about how Joe Biden's the worst president ever in history.
Yeah, next campaign promise.
And a couple other things that he'd done already.
Yeah. That's what's coming next is more of the stuff.
And then this is something else that he really focused in on.
rid of rules, regulations, and all of the things that I got rid of already. I signed more executive orders than anybody in history, times like 3 or 4. And I got rid of just one. I got rid of the other night. You buy a house, they have a faucet in the house, Joe, and the faucet, the water doesn't come out. They have a restrictor. You can't in areas where you have so much water, they don't know what to do with it.
He's back on
you have a shower head. The shower
again?
doesn't.
Dude, get ready.
The shower doesn't. You think it's not working? It is working. The water's dripping out, and that's no good for me. I like this hair nice and. I like that hair nice and wet. Takes you. You have to stand in the shower for 20
Okay, we'll take a break there. He likes that hair nice and wet.
I like that hair.
Imagine
nice
his hair wet.
Well, I think he is wet because it's very hot.
But imagine his hair. Imagine him diving into a pool and then coming up out.
Cresting.
Just imagine the water, like the tension hasn't broken yet, and it just wrapped around his fucking skull.
He shakes his head.
Yeah. And he emerges and it breaks.
Is that Fast Times at Richmond High? Or like, what is that movie?
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
And I do want to say, Danarchy, I didn't catch any of his. Did he have a rally today? They said he was sloppy and feeling himself, and also a little shout out. I forgot that it says it.
Yeah.
Anytime you enter the chat, it goes. And that's a lot of fun.
That's a lot of fun.
I didn't see a rally in Iowa. I'll look it up in a
Iowa,
minute.
dude. That's Iowa. What's up?
Excuse me?
That's Iowa. What's up?
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a dumb pun.
You doubled down to that.
I know.
Okay.
You gave me an escape route.
I sure did. And you ran right into the alligator.
Yeah, of course. Got me, dude.
All right. So we're done talking about water.
20 minutes before you get the soap out of your hair. And I put a thing in, and it sounds funny, but it's really not. It's horrible. And when you wash your hands, you turn on the faucet, no water comes out. You're washing, the water barely comes out. This was done by crazy people. And I wrote it all off and got it approved in Congress so that they can't just change it. Because I did it in my first term. Everyone was so happy. And then one of the first things
water again?
Biden did when he came back is he put the restriction.
We're getting water again?
Finally, dude.
You might be getting water.
I haven't showered in 5 years.
Well, yeah, because you're standing there. You don't have time for that.
I don't have time.
We're getting water again.
He's crying and collecting it in a jar. I don't have to do this anymore.
What was I? Yeah, what did I get up and grab earlier? Oh my god!
Put this and washing machines. Washing machine, they give you like a quarter of this bottle.
A quarter of that bottle.
I can't stand it.
They give you that for the. Does he know how laundry works?
Mm-hmm.
They provide you with the water.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if you know this, but
they only put 8 ounces of water in for how many shirts?
You just dump it straight.
That's why he wears a new suit every day.
Hamper.
Well, yeah,
that's right, dude.
These bottles. And the people came to me from Whirlpool and they said, we can't make a machine that's competitive. We can't make a machine anymore. It doesn't work. Why? They don't let us use water. Do you have any problems with water? No, we have so much we don't know what to do with it. It comes down from heaven, right?
Okay. So water does come down from heaven.
That's true.
This guy took away my fucking health care.
So I love the water cycle. I love it when the water is evaporated from the sea and lakes, goes up to heaven, where the angels let it down upon us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I learned.
I thought the little cherubic baby angels were just taking a pee on our heads.
That's gross.
And then when we hear a dang old thunder, it's because the angels, they've gone bowling. Byron?
Is that what you've been told? The angels are bowling?
I think you wanted me to do that.
Yeah, they're bowling.
Oh, that was good. That was very good.
And
we're having tropical fucking storm out here tonight, actually.
Oh, are you getting the residuals of that monsoon
Barry
that hit Vegas?
Was it Barry? No,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still raining out here.
Approved all of that, the washing machines, the whole thing. The dishwashers, that was the other one. They give you like this much water right up to there.
Oh, nice.
To do your dishes.
Less
So people,
water.
you know what they do? They keep pressing the button. So they end up doing the dishes 10 times. They end up using more water than you would have used if you did it right in the first place. So all of that stuff has been written off. It sounds crazy. It's little things. The straw.
All right, so that's when I stopped.
Bringing the straw back.
Do they give you all of that water in one bottle?
Well, yeah, Whirlpool.
Is it like a single 16-ounce bottle?
They can work with a little bit more water.
Yeah.
But when it comes to this much of a water bottle, which is how he does water,
Yeah, exactly.
He's never experienced it outside the bottle.
He's just really good at articulating how much water you use when you shower.
So
I normally use like a quart of water.
Melania, she comes in, she says, Trump, you got to turn the water off. You've been in there for 3 minutes. You got to turn the water off, she says.
Yeah.
And so I'm in there and I'm trying to get the soap out of my hair. And she says back to me, you can only turn it on when you're trying to rinse off. And so I tell you, I got to put my water in my hair. Love to be wet.
Good.
I love that,
you're much better than I am.
He did like a Trump Gilbert Gottfried hybrid.
Well, it was like low and casual Gilbert, you know. And I'm very excited, Dan Arky, to take a peek at that weave. I love a weave more than anything. And also, I do want to point out that was the answer to the question of what is the next campaign promise that you'll fulfill.
Yeah, he answered the question.
Well, I did hundreds of executive orders, including the straw and water.
Of course.
I brought water back.
Any other questions?
And then he didn't give what the next is.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
This is just the villain from Mad Max. He is just giving us the water.
It's kind of true. You're right. I would go to Valhalla for him, so that does make sense.
Man, this is... I really think about all the terrible things happening, and then hearing that answer...
Wow, you're a crybaby.
He has no idea what he's doing.
Of course not. So here's a closer peek at the Alligator Alcatraz sign that was behind Kristi Noem here.
Okay.
State of Florida Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The maximum capacity of detainees is 3,000. So this is they were not being very clear and accurate with this. They have like a normal facility that isn't scary.
Well, this is Alligator Alcatraz number 1, and then what's the other one?
I don't think it has a name.
Okay.
But yeah.
Crocodile containment.
Okay. Anyone in the chat want to come up with one of those? Feel free.
Alliterations only or assonance.
1,000 staff member. I don't know what typical prisoner to jail guard, or I guess they're not all. They're staff. It's not all.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly
guards,
probably a pretty pretty good.
Maybe
good
that is
ratio.
good. That is good.
I mean, as good as it can be for what it is.
Over 10 miles of Everglades on all sides of the facility.
Okay. Like, is that like 10 miles out in each direction?
I guess it's yeah, that's kind of interesting. On all sides. Huh.
Okay.
Built in 8 days. A great thing to brag about.
Yeah.
I like it. I
love things built in 8 days.
Yeah.
This thing, like a rock.
Like the Rock. There we go.
I'm sure he has
Alcatraz.
some money interests.
Yeah. Wait, is the Rock... I think I saw the movie at your house in high school. And
The movie The Rock?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
I think you must have been asleep.
Well, no, I remember like seeing them driving over a dam or something.
You're putting, you were watching the scene where they put the gasoline bulb in his mouth. You're like, let's put some more hot sauce in Dennis's mouth.
So people don't know for sure that I may have put Mad Dog hot sauce in Dennis's mouth several times while he slept.
Yeah, it's fine.
And that also to wake you up, I may have taped over a Casio keyboard playing the instrumental piano accompaniment for the song A Whole New World.
It was the Muffin Man.
Are you sure?
It was the Muffin Man.
All right, well, that's a good one, too. Either way, I'm a good friend who pranks a bit.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
We're friends still now, 25 years later.
That's sad to say out loud. Great.
We're old.
8 days, 200 cameras, 28,000 feet of barbed wire, which is great.
They're talking about this the same way DiGiorno talks about the cheese in the crust.
We got real cheese now.
2.5 feet of cheese in the crust of this pizza.
What the actual fuck? And 400 plus security personnel. Okay, so are they staff?
400 security. I don't know.
That's interesting.
They have on-site resources.
Yeah, by alligators.
They have a vending machine. They have legal. They have 24/7 AC. Not just it doesn't stop.
Yeah,
which is great.
Round the clock AC.
Clergy, great. What is that?
A rec yard.
A rec yard. I thought it said something else that kind of sounds like that, like a slur.
Oh gosh,
I couldn't quite see it. I was like, "Excuse me, great."
Yeah.
And laundry, which is great.
Sure.
So, and people can't quite see that part, but either way, that's a cool situation. A 3-to-1 migrant to staff ratio. A Patriot takes thinks that's good, so I guess it could be worse.
I admit, fucking A, man. I hate it all.
Well, give me an honest opinion, though.
Yeah, my honest opinion is it's fucking crazy. They're selling merch for Alligator Alcatraz. That's part that disgusts me the absolute fucking most.
And that's the last part of this here. Of course, we're going to take a peek at that merch. I don't know if this is the official merch store. This is Alligator Alcatraz merch.store. And I can't tell if it's real because the...
Can we hit the who is on this and see when this is registered?
Of course. But this banner here, it's kind of blurry. It says Republican Party of Florida. So I can't tell if this is like a bootleg site.
Well, I do know that the actual Attorney General's site was selling Alligator
I'll take a
Alcatraz
peek
merch.
at that too.
But different than
I didn't
this.
click on the link that I got.
Imagine being this dude, this guy right here in this picture, who's like, yeah, Mom, I modeled. It was cool. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know, it's like a blank t-shirt thing.
Oh, you gotta go to 2 minutes.
Oh, you didn't stamp it right? All right, 2 minutes.
You're
all right. Don't worry about it.
Once again, we send off my war rig to bring back gasoline from Cashtown and bullets from the bullet farm.
Hell,
Once
Trump.
again, I salute my Imperator Furiosa. And I salute
Elon.
my half-life war boy.
And all of my weird sons.
Right, they're doing kind of double salutes.
They are. They're putting them up. Wow.
Yeah, they are. That's so we have Baron in the middle there, Tiffany,
Sure.
the other Ivanka, Donald and Eric.
Of course, Don Jr. He's the one that's spraying all that gold spray paint in his mouth. Getting all
he's
fucked up.
he's gonna be the first one
grill.
that jumps off for sure. He's like really gonna try to be improving.
We should get Vic Berger to put MAGA hats on all of these. On like everyone. His hair kind of
Give
looks
us
like
the water Trump. Give us the water Trump.
Please, I'm so thirsty.
He's got one of those lenses that are banned.
Oh, that's so great.
He's got get the water. Get the water.
Please, my teeth are so loose.
Yeah. I need to heat
This is what happens
teeth.
after RFK takes the fluoride out of the water. Everyone's all fucked up.
He's got DeSantis to his right there.
No, the bald one is
and Christy Nome is up there too.
No, who's the bald one? Who's the bad guy? Stephen Miller's up there. Wow.
He reinvented water. Trump's the best. Trump is the king.
All right, we've done enough Mad Max.
Wow,
that was good.
It's perfect.
That was good, Jared. So this merch, there's no way this can't be official, right? It's all kind of the same logo on.
This is not the stuff that I
Damn.
saw.
All right, someone find the real link in the chat and let me know.
Yeah, the friggin' Attorney General of Florida has selling some. I
saw
that.
Benny Johnson was modeling.
But can we see when this was?
Yeah, we could look at the Whois data, right?
Imagine the grift to get a website like this up this quick.
I mean, it's pretty good. They can't actually be selling anything, right? Like,
dude, they fucking can be, man.
So here's some of the Benny Johnson did, yeah. So this is kind of where I first saw it.
Yeah, same.
They don't have a link to it, so okay. I mean, maybe there's something.
That's the branding that I saw on the other one.
That's pretty bad.
It's terrible, but it's fucking horrendously offensive.
I like it because they used a font. I can tell by the matching R's. The A's look the same. They have the same distressing.
Of course they use a font. Yeah.
There
Go
he is.
to the font.
All right, go to font and get that.
Yeah.
There's Benny Johnson in a hat. And remember, they were from Lids. So that was what made me think that it wasn't official. Because, like, Lids is like a
they were
store.
from Lids?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the sticker on it said, like, Lids something.
Sure.
Got that
like someone stopped at the mall on the way and needed to get them printed.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So
yeah, no, but I mean,
they're just doing like a heat print. Little heat sticker
DTF
on there.
Yeah. DTF stamping on there. Yeah. Yep. The Florida GOP on Twitter, though, this is what they're saying. Let's see. Pinned is feds approve Alligator Alcatraz, Florida's gator guarded prison for illegal aliens.
Gator guarded?
Yeah. Surrounded by swamps and pythons, which of course.
It's a one-way ticket to regret.
Excuse me?
It's a one-way ticket to regret, it says.
Okay, it does say that. Wonderful. Grab our merch.
AB is right.
welcome,
it is
AB.
a concentration camp.
Yeah, no shit. It really is one of the worst places. Yeah. Florida GOP store.
They're putting out concentration camp merch. That's all this is.
Okay, so this is the official merch.
Yeah,
it's on a worse website, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, it's worse.
Florida GOP website. $27. Ooh, koozies though, 2 for
Gulf
15.
of America.
Nice Gulf of America mug. I mean, I should get something
How about this
for my
47
character.
one?
What was it? Red Pill Pete? What was my character?
I don't know.
Red Pill Bill.
Bill, thank you.
How about this 47 with the Florida trying so hard to be the number 7?
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't really tell if that's a gun.
Oh, here we go. How about this onesie for a fucking child?
It's not a onesie, Dennis. It's a baby bodysuit.
Okay.
Onesies.
It's a baby morph suit.
God, that's bad.
And you can get one with a Kanye face or a Melania face. Get it right.
How does this make sense? Make America Florida. Huh? I'm not really sure what that means.
I don't know, man.
Make America's limp penis.
All right, very cool. Trump country. So yeah, they can't even do like Alligator Alcatraz merch well, right? Like this is the official Florida
this
GOP.
shit sucks. It doesn't even look
I
like
could do better than this in like an hour.
NASCAR or something. Like make it look.
So here's what I hate most about this is like and I think that Shell Side mentioned something about like the legal services in the chat or something, but like thinking about this and then stepping out and imagine like going to your court and like someone on the jury or on the bench is wearing like this fucking hat.
Sure.
Right. It would be like getting out of the hospital and someone wearing like a fuck yeah cancer hat. Like cancer's sick.
Do you think I got merch on the brain. Do you think if they gave all the detainees that they deported a shirt that said I survived Alligator Alcatraz and all I got was removed from the country?
Fuck, dude, fuck.
They could all get like a free shirt or something, at least.
This is the most disgusting thing I might have ever seen.
Yeah, it's bad.
Like this makes me like when this happened, I was just like so angry at my house. Like I sent it to you guys, sent every
you were pretty
person
pissed.
I fucking know.
You were not
because
having a good time.
it is absolutely fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Human beings will be put in cages and then they'll see people outside with fucking super zoom scopes.
Of course, yeah.
You wearing these fucking hats and being proud. Being like, fuck yeah, dude, toss those they're fucking human beings.
Well, but speaking of proud, and if you will allow me to leave this subject, because Alligator Alcatraz, I'm sure we'll hear more about it. It fucking sucks, clearly. It's a concentration camp, like AB's saying in the chat.